Did you make any statements saying that you were going to kill your mom if you got in a car with her?
No, sir. I'm trying to figure out why we would have a corporal at the jail that took you out, that dropped you off with your mom and telling us that you said, don't put me in a car with her, I'm going to kill her.
Yeah,
was that said?
I did not say I was going to kill her.
These are moments when cops realized kids were the killers. Starting with the case of a 17-year-old accused of murdering his mother just months after killing his father in self-defense.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Hampton in Florida. I don't know I don't know the city address. My mom is talking to EMS now. She's bleeding out. Please help.
Your mom is doing what?
My mom's bleeding out. She's bleeding out.
Okay, what's the address, or where do you think you are? What road are you off of? What road crosses that road?
So the Hampton in Florida, you go through the gate and you take the first right, and it's the house with the black dead out front. I'm trying to get into the
Hampton Inn?
The Hampton Inn, yes, ma'am.
What city is it in?
Well, it's Auburndale. I can get a community. I can't get her up. Okay, how do I lift someone? I need to get her to the hospital.
Okay.
How do I lift someone?
Okay, you called 911, so we're going to send an ambulance.
She doesn't have time. She's leaking it. She's failed. She doesn't have time. She needs to go now.
On September 8, 2024, Polk County Sheriff's deputies received this disturbing 911 call from a residence in Auburndale. Colleen Griffith, the 17-year-old behind the call, told the 911 dispatcher that he was in an altercation with his 39-year-old mother, Catherine Griffith, when she suddenly lunged at him with a knife and fell on it.
So listen, what caused the bleeding? Listen, what caused the bleeding?
She got into a fight and she lugged it into the knife and she fell on it.
Where's the knife? Where is the knife right now? And who did she get in a fight with?
When Polk County Fire Rescue and deputies arrived at the home in Auburndale, Catherine Griffith was pronounced dead. Just a year and a half before Catherine Griffith's death, Colin had killed his father, but claimed it was self-defense. Detectives believed some parts of Griffith's story were unclear, and he was considered a major suspect in his mother's death.
He has an argument with his mother, and he runs away from Charlotte County and comes back to Auburndale, to his grandmother's house. Now, his grandmother's not there. And we got involved in this on the 12th of February, and the mother said, and the grandmother said, hey, we don't feel safe with him around. So our deputies who found him up here as a missing persons reported in Charlotte County turned him over to DCF. 2 days later, on the 14th of February, the anniversary of him killing his dad a year ago, he's reunited with his mother by DCF. Colin made the statement that I don't want to go home. I'll use any force necessary to avoid it, to include killing my mother. So that's the second time he threatened to kill his mother.
On November 13, 2023, nearly a year before Griffith was accused of murdering his mother, deputies arrived at their home after a report that the 17-year-old had battered his mother. He approached the officers and told his side of the story.
I got off the phone with Rentis, we sat down and we ate, and she started talking to me about how a bunch of really bad. And then when I got up and was like, you can't just do that, and she was telling me to shut up, she hit me in the face, and then I reacted like this. She grabbed onto me. I hit her in the stomach, and then I'm a wrestler. It was just reactive. Grabbed her. She got to the ground. I grabbed the phone. I started recording, and then I left. Okay, that's it.
So she hit you in the face?
Yeah.
But we've been through this. You called Rentis because you know you kind of messed up, right?
No, it's because I didn't know who else to call, and I knew that, and I wanted to make sure he knew first off.
The deputies placed Griffith in cuffs and ushered him to the police cruiser. They then approached the mother to hear her own side of the story.
Catherine A. Griffith, right? And then 9485?
Yes.
Okay. So I heard EMS is coming to check out your hand. Okay.
And
Let me.
right here, because he kicked me.
Okay. And can I see your hand? Okay.
He kicked the phone out of my hand as I was trying to record it. I was on the ground.
The poor mother narrated that Griffith didn't give her a chance to record the incident and displayed the injuries she sustained. Griffith's grandmother told deputies that Griffith's claims were false and that he preferred foster care rather than staying home.
Colin did not want to come back home.
Okay.
And I said, you don't have a choice. You have to go back home. And he said, no, I want foster care. And even the corporal was saying, foster care isn't going to be good for you. You don't have issues. You have to work on them. And so we agreed. I talked to him all the way. Oh, my car doors. Oh, we talked all the way down. And I said, you have got to learn to get your anger under control. You want to be a Marine. People are going to get it. I'm retired from the service. I said,
So am I.
Very good. So I said, people are going to get in your face. And you're going to have to learn to deal with that. You just ignore it.
Right.
And I said, the other thing, too, is you don't ever hit anybody. You don't even touch somebody. And especially somebody as small as Kathy. That is just something that you cannot ever do. I said, that needs to be. He goes, no, but I said, there are no buts. That's all there is.
The grandmother went on to explain to the deputies what led up to the assault.
So we got here. And Princess had agreed. She's going to lay the law down. You know, that she is the parent. She is doing what she thinks is best for him. That he's not going to have his cellular phone. He's not going to have access, because he's like talking to some person on online that we don't even know who this person is.
Okay.
And that she said, I don't want you ever calling me a psychopathic narcissist anymore. I said, and he goes, no, I didn't. He goes, no, I heard you say that. So,
okay.
He just, he had said that in the past. And she said, let me lay this out for you, because the only thing I think you really care about is money. So anytime there's an infraction, I'm going to take that from you. And it'll add up. So you have got to fly right, because otherwise, if not, and then he was doing something with his eyes. I think he wanted the phone. And that's all he was concerned about, was getting
his phone back.
His phone.
So was he upset about getting his phone back, or upset about not going on the cruise and going to get evaluated?
I think both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
And was she trying to record him with his own phone, or
Two phones were involved.
There was two phones.
So there was his and hers? Okay.
So she, just to kind of clarify, he's like, let's just do it. Got her phone to start recording. You said next thing you know, they're on the ground. Did you see how they got on the ground?
No.
The next day, deputies were back at the home after the son was released from jail. They had some follow-up questions, and Griffith responded with chilling answers.
So what's going on, man?
Last night, me and my mom went to a physical altercation. I got arrested for domestic battery, but going in front of a judge today, I have a right to a public defender, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So how is the situation with you and mom right now?
Have
things calmed down? Are you guys able to get along? Where are we at?
No, sir. It's not good. She thinks that I do whatever. I don't. She thinks that I'm like psychotic, like literally psychopath, sociopath, something like that. I don't know exactly where she's at. She thinks I'm going to kill her. I want to kill her, or that I want to be out of her.
Do you?
No, sir.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt anyone, let alone my mom, even despite this happening, but I'm not going to take what I consider abuse when someone's attacking me. And
how is she attacking you? What
when
kind of abuse are we talking?
when she attacked me. When she threw a punch at me and grabbed on me, I grabbed on her back. I got her off of me, she hit the ground, and then I fled and called Rentis, and then he sent someone out.
You called who?
Rentis, Detective Rentis.
Okay.
The deputies went on to ask questions regarding some threats he made against his mother while in jail.
And then I fled and called Rentis, and then he sent someone out.
You called who?
Rentis, Detective Rentis.
Okay.
The deputies then questioned Colin about statements he made at the jail.
Did you make any statements saying that you were going to kill your mom if you got in a car with her?
No, sir.
I'm trying to figure out why we would have a corporal at the jail that took you out, that dropped you off with your mom and telling us that you said, don't put me in a car with her, I'm going to kill her.
Yeah.
Was that said?
I did not say I was going to kill her. I did not say kill. I don't know why he sent me back here. I asked him not to, but he said he didn't like my attitude and that I had to just work on it, and he sent me back here.
So how long ago was your dad back? Sorry to hear that.
7 months.
7 months.
Yeah. He attacked me, my dad, and when he did, he tried to kill me overnight, and then it was in Oklahoma, and he died. So, yeah.
How was that?
I shot him when he tried to kill me.
Did you already have a gun in your hand? Or did you go
I
get
was
one?
fleeing, and the house was filled with guns, 23 to be exact, and
you knew who they were?
I didn't seek one out. I was just trying to run, but when I was cornered and I had nothing else, there was a gun, and just kind of happened.
Why was he trying to kill you?
He's also a bit of a case, but homophobia. If you can believe that, and a bit of other stuff.
The deputies concluded that Griffith could not stay in the home. Some months later, the argument that led to his mother's death happened. The Florida teenager was charged with murder and kidnapping. After a deliberation that lasted about 12 hours, Colin Griffith was acquitted of all charges and declared a free man. In this next case, a 14-year-old committed a crime and misled investigators. On July 28, 2023, New Mexico State Police officers and paramedics arrived at a Caysta home after receiving a disturbing 911 call. The officers met with 13-year-old Amber Archuleta on the floor, fighting for her life after sustaining a gunshot wound. Archuleta's brother, who happened to be at the scene, would not stop asking about his sister's well-being.
I'm going to have to ask you, bro. What you're doing right now is not helping. I'm going to need you to go sit down over here or just give us a second, okay? You don't need to be upset. I understand it's your sister. I understand, but what you're doing right now is I understand, but what you're doing right now is not helping. Okay, I'm not trying to be an asshole to you.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not trying to be an asshole to you. I'm trying to help you, buddy, okay? What you're doing right now isn't helping. Please just go over there with them.
All you guys doing is filling for calls, so I don't think doing much.
Well, here's the thing, dude. The medics are on the way. All we can try to do is keep her alive while the medics are here. She is. She has a pulse.
How good?
So it's pretty good. So can you please just go over there and let us do our job, please?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, bud. I understand you're upset. I totally get it. Okay. We're gonna need you to back up, please. Please.
No.
Guys,
no.
Being here is not gonna help.
No.
Believe me. Let us do our
my
job.
Sister.
Let us do our job.
Sister.
Travis knows exactly what he's doing. Travis knows exactly what he's
sister.
doing. I understand.
Is she alive?
The closer you are,
does she?
The closer.
Hold on.
Yes.
Does she have a pulse?
She has a pulse.
Right
okay?
now.
Yes.
Right
she
now.
has a pulse.
Right now.
I just need to step back for a second. I understand it's your sister. I understand you love her. We're gonna do everything we possibly can to help her. Okay. I promise you that. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand you're mad. I understand you're mad, bro. I'd be mad too.
Let go.
Buddy, I'm gonna need you to step back because they're working on her. Let them work on her.
I won't touch. I'll just
stop yelling at them.
Come close.
Stop freaking out. Just let us do our job. Okay.
I just did. It was there.
Where is she shot?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Maybe the front of the face. I don't know. Somewhere.
Go on.
As the first responders attempted to save Archuleta's life, some officers began to make inquiries as to what led to the shooting.
So tell me what happened. Somebody needs to tell me what happened. Maybe you don't remember.
I'm out of it right now.
Does somebody pass by?
16, go.
Station. That's running through my head so fast.
Say that.
Okay, who else is here? Is it just you guys?
Walking while she got shot. Can you show me on the street where it was?
Supposedly it's a drive-by that happened near the road.
Initially, the story was that the 13-year-old girl was playing outside and was unfortunate to get injured by a drive-by shooting from a black SUV. This prompted the officers to search the street and nearby houses for evidence.
I'm looking for a casing too down there. I'm not seeing anything yet. They said it happened down here on the street, and that's where I'm looking. Hey Siri. Okay, Google. Call Chief.
Sure, calling Chief.
However, this search for evidence would be cut short by a report from the paramedics that the girl had been pronounced dead. As a result, the entire area was now a crime scene.
You called it. Okay. So we gotta shut it down, clear the scene.
Your copy is down, great.
Thank you.
Let's get some tape and
start taping everything off.
Tape everything off. Put the unit in the road. I want to block off whatever we can.
At this point, the story was that Archuleta was a victim of a drive-by shooting. But as the officers interviewed more eyewitnesses, a new story began to unfold.
Chillin' having a good old time, and we just like went to his backyard and like we're done messing with his goats and shit. And we ended up going to the front, and we ended up going back into his house. And then next thing you know, he pulls out, I think it's a revolver, the one that has like a spinning barrel.
Okay.
He pulls out one of those.
It was a handgun?
Yeah.
Okay, who does?
And then he ends up pointing it at her, and she went to go.
Give me 1 second, okay? Pulled out a 22. Was it a 22? What kind of revolver do you know?
I don't know my
You just know that it was a revolver handgun, right?
Yeah, I know it was one of those that spin.
Got you. Okay.
And he points it at her, and she went to go like take it away from her face, right? All of a sudden, you just hear a boom. I look, and I see her fall to the ground. Next thing you know, she starts to bleed.
So he shot her in the face with the handgun?
Yeah,
Where were you guys when he shot her with the handgun?
I think the kitchen.
You guys were inside the house when it happened?
Yeah. And he points that at her, and so she like went to go move it. And that's when you just hear the loud bang and a little bit of a light. And then she drops. And next thing you know, she just starts to bleed.
Okay.
According to this witness, a group of friends were inside the home of 14-year-old Porfirio Brown when he grabbed a handgun and pointed it at Archuleta's face before emptying the bullets. Another witness told the detectives that it was Porfirio's idea to lie to the police that it was a drive-by shooting.
Did somebody start cleaning up blood?
I think I really didn't see him do it all that much, but
May I say something? Is it okay if I speak to him? Tell him what he wanted you to help him do. He asked you to help him carry you to the roadside so he could say it was a drive-by.
When I forgot about that, but when he was over there, when he said he was gonna kill himself, he kept asking me if to get her to the road, to say somebody drove by and shot her, a drive-by.
What did he tell you about that?
He tried to make up the story that a drive-by happened right next to that dumpster in front of his on the road. Tried to say a drive-by happened right there, and that her brother went to his house freaking out about it, and they ended up dragging her over there. But
shortly afterward, the detectives broke the bad news to the victim's father.
I understand, sir. Can you talk to me for just a couple minutes? So, the EMS just pronounced her deceased.
Oh my God, man.
So,
She's gone. What? She's gone. No! Can I please go see her?
Yes, sir. I'll have one of my guys meet you. I'm trying to stay out here to block this off.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, sir. My condolences.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm gonna do my damnedest to figure out what happened. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but my son called me oh God, I don't know. I can't be.
More officers arrived at the scene to secure the location as investigators moved to the home of William Brown, the father of Porfirio Brown, Archuleta's suspected killer.
You didn't find any blood anywhere else?
No, I was out there looking for a casing, looking for blood. The only thing I found are footprints and stuff like that. And is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
What the f? Can't find anything. Alright, well, I'll go hang out outside and let you do your thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna change because we have the sheets and stuff out. That's why we had the gates closed. So we gotta lock up everything.
Fair enough.
So they don't go take off on us.
While Mr. Brown initially allowed the officers to gather evidence, he soon lawyered up, and the police could no longer question his kid.
It's Officer Mata with State Police, bro. Come on out. Come on out, man.
He's not talking to nobody.
We're gonna sit over here, bro.
He's not sitting over here.
Oh, it's your boy?
Yeah, it's my boy. We talked to an attorney. Any question, anything can be done through him.
Okay, we're just trying to make sure. Is this the scene where it happened?
It is
well,
now.
The body's in the back. The's no scene. There's nothing in here.
Okay, I need you guys to step on out.
Brown, come
we
on.
can't. No.
Need you guys to step on out.
You have a warrant?
There's gonna be a warrant.
Well,
we have detectives on the way. We need you guys to step on out now.
We've tried cooperating. These guys have already let people go that were here.
So what's the issue?
There's an issue because why are we supposed to sit here?
You live here?
Yeah, I live here. This is my home.
Okay. Are there any neighbors that we can talk to?
There's
where you can hang out?
No. There's not.
What's your name, bro?
William Brown. William Brown. There's not any neighbors we can hang out. What are we supposed to do?
Huh?
What are we supposed to do?
Well, step on out.
No.
We have detectives on the way. They're going to interview you.
No, they're not. An attorney is going to be present.
You can call your attorney to come on down. We'll talk to
We're
him
not
too.
talking. They said you guys can wait to schedule. You guys can call LMIS's office.
Okay, that's fine. We'll have him come down if he wants to talk to us now. We're not going to be calling
Well,
anybody.
we're not going to be...
We have investigations to do, man.
Well, we're
we
not
got to
gonna be
find out what's
talking
going on.
These guys have already let people go that were involved.
Okay, probably because they already have their contact information, dude. We're stepping in, and we have our detectives from state police coming over.
And?
When asked to give a statement, Mr. William explained that he wasn't home, but maintained that the girl was injured during a drive-by shooting.
Okay, so you just got here just now, or did you just get here after the incident? Yeah, I was at work when my son called me about it happening. Did your son tell you anything like that? He just said that there was a girl that was shot and he didn't know what to do. Did he say who shot the girl? You can't go, Ashley, you can't go there. Did he say who shot the girl? He said a black SUV.
The officers detained 14-year-old Porfirio after determining that a drive-by shooting didn't occur, and the kid had a hand in the murder of Archuleta.
Where are you taking him?
To a unit.
What unit? Well, did you bring the unit to the house?
No, we're walking down the main street for the unit down there.
For what?
He's being detained.
For what? That's what I'm asking.
That's all I have to tell you. He's being detained at this time. I think it's pretty obvious that he's being detained in relation.
Well, but what? He didn't do nothing.
Listen, he's being detained. I didn't say he's being arrested. He's being detained with us. That's it. Okay. That's going to be in the end of it, okay? He's not leaving the road. He's just going to sit in there.
You guys can't bring him to the house, the unit to the house?
No, because it's a crime scene. I can't let anyone in there.
So that's the other thing. How long is this going to take?
As long as it takes. I can't give you an answer because
no, I know, but how long is this going to take? Because we don't have a place to go.
12 to 24 hours.
I just got to hold on to you, okay?
We don't have another place to go.
Is that better?
I mean, you appreciate that there's a dead girl on your porch, right?
Yeah.
I don't have an option either. So you know where to go, but I don't have an option. Before I speak to you, I'm only going to ask you two things, but before I speak to you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do, and it will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one can be provided to you at no cost. You also have the right to have your parent present during questioning. Do you understand your rights? Okay.
Shortly before Porfirio was transported to the police station, his parents could be heard telling him in the backseat of the police cruiser to remain silent and stay calm until his lawyer arrives.
I'll be okay, okay? I love you, okay?
They ain't got nothing on me, I ain't worried.
Barb.
They ain't got nothing on me, because I ain't do nothing.
It's okay, just keep your mouth quiet. We have a lawyer. It's gonna be okay, but you're gonna have to drink something.
I can't. Bro, my wrists are all
Barb,
getting cut into.
Settle down. You have to settle down. You have to be calm right now, okay?
My wrists are getting cut into.
It's okay. Here. Barb, I know.
I can't.
You're arrested. I can't do anything about that.
Stop. I'm not. I'm just
squaring up to him.
Well, he's telling my attitude sucks.
Well, no,
Well, what do you expect?
You have a dead girl in your... Do you not understand the severity of this?
I do.
Sure. Go that way.
I've been trying to cooperate with the cops.
Hold on.
Well, they're taking him. He said I could walk with you guys.
You need to calm down.
I am, but your officer...
Put you in
I wasn't even talking to them.
And I just told him to leave so he didn't aggravate you anymore. But you can't keep doing this because then I'll put you in cuffs. And I don't want to do that. You've done nothing wrong.
Mr. Brown attempted to get physical with the police, but an officer calmed him down. However, shortly afterwards, they felt a need to arrest him for not properly securing his firearms.
And as far as a black SUV, it's not. That's not panning out. Okay. Does that make sense?
If you're saying I can't tell you because I was at work.
Okay, and I get that. But another thing that you need to understand is there's a lot of guns in that house, right? Mm-hmm. And none of them are secured?
Most of them are secured. I have a few that are out.
You have a few that are out. Okay, with that right there, have your hands, put your hand on your back.
I don't understand this. Can you just explain it to me?
Yeah, he's going to explain to me.
So
there's they're going to explain so the statute 30.
Porfirio Brown was slammed with a string of charges, including first-degree murder, 2 counts of tampering with evidence, and 2 counts of assault on a police officer. In this next case, a teen allegedly murdered his mother while she slept.
Were you, do you communicate with people over the phone? Were you talking? Tell me what happened tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, at around like 10, I went to bed.
Okay.
My mom did too.
Is that your regular time?
Like
9?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys explain to me about the apartment. You have your own room?
Yes.
And your mom?
Yes, she has her own room.
She has her own room. And your sister?
She stays in the same room as my mom.
Stays in the same room with your mom? And tonight, who was all there?
On the 12th of October 2023, 911 operators received this disturbing call from a teen who had just murdered his mother in Hialeah. Derek Rosa stabbed his mom 46 times with a kitchen knife while she slept next to his 2-week-old half-sister. After committing the crime, the 13-year-old took a picture and sent it to an online friend.
Miss.
Yes.
I took pictures and I told my friends about it. Was that bad?
You told who about it?
My friend.
Who did you send those pictures to?
My friend. I don't know his real name because he is an online friend who I play with a lot.
That night, investigators interrogated the Hialeah teen to find out what event had led to the incident. He sat down calmly in the interrogation room and explained everything.
Let's get into what happened tonight. Were you, do you communicate with people over the phone? Were you talking? Tell me what happened tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, at around like 10, I went to bed.
Okay.
My mom did too.
Is that your regular time?
Like
9?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys explain to me about the apartment. You have your own room?
Yes.
And your mom?
Yes, she has her own room.
She has her own room. And your sister?
She stays in the same room as my mom.
Stays in the same room with your mom? And tonight, who was all there?
Me, my mom, and my sister.
Okay. So you went to sleep around 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what?
During the interrogation, Derek confessed to a Hialeah Police Department detective that he had killed his mother. He went on to give more details about the murder weapon and how it happened.
You killed her? All right. What type of knife was it? Do you know?
It was just a big size kitchen knife.
That big?
Yeah.
What color was the handle?
Purple.
Purple?
Yes.
Okay. Your mom was sleeping?
Yeah, she was sleeping.
Okay. Explain to me. Well, we'll get into that a little later. What did you do after you killed her?
My stepdad he owns 2 guns. He has a Glock 19.
Okay.
And then, I don't know what to call it, another one.
Okay. What color are they?
The Glock 19 is black, and then the other one has a silver slide and then like a dark bluish handle.
Okay. So, what did you do with the guns?
He always has his Glock 19 with him at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And since he's a truck driver, he wasn't at home, he was far away.
Okay.
So I went into the closet.
Mm-hmm.
I found his book bag because he goes shooting at gun ranges.
Okay.
I grabbed the gun. I put the magazine in the gun.
Okay.
I pulled back the slide, but I didn't want to shoot myself.
Okay.
I intended to shoot myself before, but I couldn't.
Okay.
The then 13-year-old explained to the detectives that he wanted to kill himself using his stepfather's gun. Once again, he refers to an online friend, just as he did in the 911 call.
And then what did you do?
I decided to call my friends to tell them what happened. And then I said goodbye to my friends.
You called them before you decided to try to shoot yourself or afterwards?
After.
Okay. How many friends did you call?
Only one.
What's his name?
I don't know his real name. He's an online friend.
He's an online friend?
Yeah.
When you say online friend, what do you mean, from video games?
Yes, from video games. I know him real well.
Okay. How long have you known him?
Since I was 10. 3 years.
3 years? Have you ever met him?
No, I've seen the face.
You seen his face?
Yeah.
So how did you communicate with him?
My cell phone.
Through your cell phone, so you have his number?
Yes.
And you don't have him stored under a certain name, or you have him stored under a gamer tag?
I made up a name for him.
You made up a name for him?
Yeah.
What name did you make up for him?
Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden. SWEEDEN.
Okay. How often do you talk to Sweden?
Every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. So you called Sweden. And what did you tell Sweden?
Told him what I did.
What exactly did you tell Sweden when you say what I did? Did you tell him how? Or no? How you killed her or no? Okay. Did you send them any pictures?
Yes.
How many pictures did you send them?
I sent him 2 of my mom and then 1 of me.
Okay. Did you... What did he tell you?
He said he couldn't believe it.
Okay. Does Sweden live down here in Florida?
He lives real far.
Real far?
Yeah. In America though.
In America?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you hung up the phone?
I said goodbye.
Okay.
After the call with the online friend, Named Sweeney, came the 911 call.
And then what did you do?
I was going to show myself, but I decided I didn't want to do that, and I called 911.
Okay. And what did you tell 911? Okay. And they kept you on the phone?
Yes. Until the cops came.
Until the cops came. Do you remember what else you told the 911 operator?
My address, my name, what I was wearing.
Okay.
And my age. And my date of birth.
Were you wearing the same clothes you're wearing now?
Yeah.
There's some red stains there. Is that blood?
I think it is.
Okay.
I have a little bit of blood on my hands.
And your hands too?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever make your way to your sister?
Killing her?
No.
Touching her?
Touching her?
No.
No?
I left her alone. She was sleeping and she didn't wake up, so I didn't touch her.
Okay. All right.
Without any display of emotions, Derek recounted his mother's gruesome last moments.
And then she woke up?
Yes.
Did you say anything else to her? Or did she say anything to you or no?
No, she just screaming.
She just screamed?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you stab your mom?
Can you go to the bathroom before I answer that?
Yes, of course.
So you were about to tell me the why. Why did you kill your mother? Do you know?
Do I have to say it now?
Yeah, get it off your chest. Absolutely.
I can wait for a lawyer.
Okay, at this point you want a lawyer?
Maybe not.
We can't. No, listen. Just so you understand, okay? You have mentioned or asked us, should you wait for a lawyer? We're not here to advise you on whether to talk to a lawyer or not. That decision is yours, okay? But if you are requesting a lawyer at this point, we can't interview you any further. You understand? We have to stop the interview.
Okay.
Do you want us to stop the interview?
Yes.
Okay.
Derek Rosa was charged as an adult with first-degree murder, but he's pleaded not guilty to the murder charges. In this next case, a teen shot her mother and grazed her stepfather.
Okay, sir. Where's your wife? She's dead on the floor of my stepdaughter's room. What's your wife's name? Ashley Smiley. Ashley Smiley?
On March 19, 2024, 911 operators received this harrowing call from a Brandon home in the 200 block of Ashton Way. The caller, who appeared to be injured, told the dispatcher that his stepdaughter had just murdered his wife. Rankin County Deputy Hunter Lewis was the first officer to get to the scene.
your wife at, bud? Where's your wife at?
She's dead on the floor in that room.
Hey, can you tell me what your son's wearing? Hey, I need you to talk to me. What is your son wearing?
He was in jeans and a grayish t-shirt. She's got short brownish hair.
So, jeans, a gray t-shirt, short brown hair.
She ran into the backyard. I tried to follow her. She jumped the fence and ran. She shot me in the neck.
Heath Smiley, the stepfather, informed the deputy that 14-year-old Carly Gregg murdered her 40-year-old mother, Ashley Smiley. After committing the crime, the teen ran to the back of the house, jumped the fence, and fled. Heath gave a brief description of Gregg's outfit. He had also sustained a gunshot wound.
It's okay.
Does she still have the gun?
It's on the kitchen counter. I think there's one live round left in it. I opened the cylinder. I went in the back door. She tried to shoot me.
Hey, I need some gloves.
Shortly afterwards, backup and paramedics appeared at the Brandon home to secure the crime scene and get the distraught stepfather medical help.
He's grazed, but he's considered. It went through his shirt.
You got me right there.
Magnolia Place, that gate is side of injury.
She went over the side back towards my vehicle. She might have looked around this way.
Might look back, going back towards the pond right there.
Hold on just a second, look.
Hey, she does not have the firearm. The firearm is here at the house. Hey, he's been grazed, but he's too. It really not got. Actually, go for the mailbox. Is it through? It's a 357.
C7? Okay. 14, like a straight A student.
Does she have any kind of, what's her name?
Carly Gregg.
Carly Gregg? How old is she?
14. She'll be 15 next month.
Okay.
Now, the paramedics have managed to stabilize Heath. Deputy Hunter Lewis begins to gather more information about the suspect so they can locate her. In the meantime, the deputy, alongside other officers, cleared the house, looking for clues, the murder weapon, and securing the scene.
Did you look under beds? We didn't go that far. We looked in closets and stuff like that.
Hey, come in here. Yeah, I quickly cleared it, but I didn't. Yeah, let's hit all of it. Clear. Hey. That's mom.
That's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, mom and dad both got it.
Mom and dad both what?
Got hit.
Okay. And
Dad's got her through and through on the shoulder. He's already in the ambulance.
CCTV footage showed Gregg calmly texting the stepdad seconds after fatally shooting her mother. According to prosecutors, the teen sent loving texts to Heath to lure him to the home before shooting him. Officer Tony Shark eventually found Carly Gregg on the side of the road and detained her. They also conducted a gunshot residue test on the teen to determine whether she's been in contact with a firearm.
Alright. Yeah, let me do it. I got a cuff on her. I got her handcuffed. Alright, sweetie. Look. Let me step out real quick for me. Alright. Hey, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over around to the front of you, okay?
I'm gonna move the handcuffs around to the front of you. Okay. Alright. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna swab your hands, okay? Right. Now we'll ask you a bunch of questions, but obviously you fired with a pistol, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright, look. I need you to hold your hand out like this. I'm gonna do your right hand first, okay? That's your right hand. Keep it right like that.
Swab up here.
Carly Gregg was charged with murder and aggravated assault. In September 2024, the 15-year-old was convicted of murdering her mother, the attempted murder of her stepfather, and tampering with evidence. She was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. This next suspect murdered his grandma and dialed 999 to turn himself in.
So when you say you're going to hand yourself in, what do you think you've done?
There's been a murder.
Okay. And where's that happened?
One Cedars Gardens.
Okay. And who's been murdered?
My grandma.
Okay. Give me 2 moments. Where is she at the moment?
In the bath.
Okay. What happened? That's okay. If you don't want to talk, that's okay. Is there anyone else in the house?
Just me.
On the 7th of January 2021, a 17-year-old dialed 999 and confessed to the operator that he had just killed his grandmother. Shortly afterwards, police arrived at the residence.
Hello.
Unlock the door.
104.
Okay, what's happening? Okay, at this moment, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder, okay? Right, just 2 seconds.
You didn't have to say.
Where is your nan?
In the bath.
Where?
In the bath?
Child room at 104.
Bathroom,
The male has
here.
been detained in suspicion of murder.
Upstairs. Is anyone else in the house?
You take him.
Yep.
104. Keep on.
It's just you in the house. And it's Pietro. What's your surname?
Addis.
Addis. What's your date of birth? Okay. Upstairs?
Where's the weapon?
There was a knife.
Where is
It's
it
a
now?
knife.
Is it on your person?
Possibly.
Where, mate?
He hasn't been searched.
After asking for the necessary information, the officers went on to search the suspect.
Pietro. Is it in the property?
Yes.
Where in the property? In the bathroom or the kitchen? And was it just one night?
Can we confirm when did he do it?
When did he
How
Pietro.
long ago? An hour.
An hour?
Approximately an hour. Just a little off approximately 1 hour ago. Yeah, paramedic stuff. Just grab quick numbers or names or something. So we know.
Okay, so we'll take you to custody.
Yes. Medical. No one else.
Has anyone else been in the house? No, just you and your nan.
And they also discovered that the suspect was suffering from ADHD and had abused his meds.
You taking your medication? Do we need to take that with you? Pietro? You can take your medication to custody if you need it. Yeah? What do you take, mate? If you tell us, we can take it with you if you need it.
It's not there.
Where is it? Do you live somewhere else normally?
Okay.
Okay, we can figure out how we can get collected the medication needs, yeah?
What medication is it?
L1s? What's that for?
ADHD.
Do you suffer with any medical conditions that we need to be aware of to look after you?
Where do you know I live, sorry?
Do you have any medical conditions?
broke my hand.
When? Now?
Earlier?
Which hand?
Touching the wall.
Which hand is it?
This one.
Your right one.
This one. Whereabouts do you think it hurts it?
The victim of this murder was 68-year-old Sue Addis, the owner of Brighton restaurants Donatello's and Pinocchio's. Addis moved in with his grandmother after an argument with his father. The teenager stabbed her at least 17 times while she bathed. The 17-year-old was ushered to the police vehicle and whisked away.
Okay. So I'll take you to custody, alright? Okay? Yeah, keep going. You're sitting here for us.
Pietro Addis was charged with murder. However, he pleaded guilty to manslaughter but denies murder.